Public faith, private fraud, Elizabeth Moldovan's methadone misuse exposed. In From Heroin to Christ and in countless interviews, Elizabeth Moldovan boasts that she overcame a 24-year heroin addiction without rehab, without meetings, and without medical intervention, just sheer will and the voice of Jesus while on methadone. But there's something she doesn't talk about. For those 24 years, Liz was enrolled in a government-funded methadone program in Australia, one designed to help people recover, stabilize, and reintegrate into society. But Liz didn't use that program to heal. She used it to sustain her addiction, stay off the radar, and maintain a narrative of controlled chaos. Let's be clear, that's not just unethical, it's a form of public resource abuse and possibly fraud. What methadone programs are really for methadone maintenance programs in Australia are heavily subsidized by the government and taxpayers. They exist to help opioid addicts reduce cravings safely, prevent overdose deaths, reduce the need for illegal drug use, provide medical oversight and structure, protect vulnerable populations, especially children in the home. These programs are not designed to fund 24 years of active drug abuse, what Liz admits. In her own words, Elizabeth Moldovan has said, "I was on methadone for 24 years. I used heroin every day. I never went to detox, never went to rehab, never saw a doctor." She openly admits that she combined methadone with heroin for over 2 decades, continued using while raising children, stayed enrolled in the program without ever making progress, had no intention of recovery during that time. That's not treatment. That's state-funded maintenance of addiction. Why? This is public resource abuse. Every time Liz received her methadone dose from a clinic, she was occupying a spot meant for someone trying to recover. She was taking advantage of public funding designed to protect people like her children. She was allowing the government to believe she was in treatment, while knowingly continuing to shoot heroin. If she misrepresented her drug use during clinic evaluations or avoided drug testing protocols, that may constitute methadone program fraud. Falsifying progress in order to stay enrolled, receiving medication under false pretenses, using public health resources to sustain illegal activity. The discrepancy between her message and her actions. Liz has positioned herself as someone who didn't need rehab. She's proud of the fact that she just made the decision to change, but here's what that really means. She stayed on methadone for 24 years, a massive outlier in any opioid maintenance program. She misused methadone while parenting and staying publicly funded. She now uses that story to build a spiritual brand, speaking with moral authority about how she healed. Translation: she abused public help, avoided accountability, and now profits off the story. Who paid the price? The taxpayers. Methadone programs are subsidized by Australian taxpayers. They expect those funds to support genuine recovery, not someone gaming the system for decades. Her children. Instead of detoxing and stabilizing her home, Liz used methadone to avoid withdrawal while continuing to use heroin. Her children were exposed to drug use, neglect, and chaos, all while she was in treatment. Other addicts who needed help. Every day she stayed in the system without intention to recover. She took the place of someone who wanted to get clean. Accountability never came. Even now, Liz never apologizes for misusing the program, never acknowledges that she defrauded a public system, never admits the cost her choices placed on others. Instead, she frames herself as delivered by Jesus, a survivor of the system, proof you don't need rehab. But when you abuse public help for 24 years while harming your children, you're not a survivor. You're a manipulator. Final thought. Elizabeth Moldovan didn't beat addiction with faith. She sustained addiction on the taxpayer's dime and now sells the aftermath as spiritual content. Her story isn't just riddled with inconsistencies. It's built on fraudulent use of recovery infrastructure, shielded by Christian branding and public naivety. Public programs exist to heal, not to hide abuse. And faith is not a free pass from accountability. Thank you for watching. Please like and share this video so we can get the message out about Elizabeth Moldovan. My name is Propaganda Ltd. Thank you. AI Grift Patrol out.